Hello friends and welcome into week 2 of the 2023 AABA Spring League. I'm Alexander Arzamani, joined by my broadcast partner Anthony Garib. The defending champions take the court against the newest team in the AABA, Armens versus Aparan. It was set to be an interesting matchup early in the season with two teams jockeying for position. Anthony, Armens lost MVP of the league. Warren Helliger no longer a part of the team. How do you fill that void?
Yeah, it's obviously a big void. Every time you lose a player as important as him, it's going to be a big loss. But I think they've got key players. Fred Odiambo, obviously Defensive Player of the Year last year, had a great year. Patrick Penosi, Gabriel Jemi, and those are really great players. They can fill it out, and I think they'll be fine. I mean, it's going to take a collective effort for them to replace Helliger.
Absolutely, Anthony. And for Aparan, you were here at the game last week. You saw them play. What was your biggest takeaway from them as a team?
Yeah, I think they started out the game well, and then they really just didn't work out for them. I think offensively they were forcing a lot of shots. They didn't really have a good rhythm, and they've got to get into a better rhythm this game if they want to win.
Armenian musical artist, Sash, doing the tip. And you know what? These tips have just become a staple of this league. Local celebrities, local legends, if I may, and it's cool, bringing people out into the community. There's the commissioner, Suren Arzamanian, as happy as you'll probably see him all day.
Absolutely, yeah, especially when you can get support from the community. It's always great. It's always great to have people coming out watching these games.
Anthony, it looks like the Armens a bit short-handed today. It looks like they only got 5 guys. But I'll tell you what, these are 5 guys I want to roll out with.
Exactly, yeah. It's not 5 bad players. It's 5 amazing players, and I think that's an advantage for Aparan. They've got 2 substitutes. You might want to see if they will push the pace, try to tire out the Armens.
And we mentioned the Defensive Player of the Year, Fred Odiambo. We take a look at his averages last year. He averaged over 20 rebounds a game. That's just unheard of. First team All-AABA, first team All-Defense, Defensive Player of the Year. And he's looking for a repeat season coming up. The defending champions ready to go.
And it's going to be a big key for Aparan. How do they want to deal with Odiambo? They've got some size, but no one is bigger than him, so it's going to be interesting.
And Odiambo wins the tip, and the Bahian right away gets it kicked off for the defending champs.
Can't start off any better than that. Immediately win the tip.
That might have been
points.
the quickest bucket we've seen, and might be the quickest bucket we see all year. Mirzakhanian drives, flicks one up, no good. Chris Sarkisian battles, keeps the ball alive. Andreassian.
And Andreassian got hot early as Krikorian takes it through. He got hot early in the last game for Aparan, so maybe he comes out with a little bit more aggressiveness.
And you know what? Last week, Sarkisian, who played really well in my opinion, he put up 17 and 20 in a losing effort, 9 offensive boards. Great job for him keeping extra possessions going for his team, and you saw it on that first one right there.
Absolutely. He's all over the place, and he's so important, not only offensively, but on defensive end, on the glass.
And Odiambo, 2 chances, can't get it to go. Aparan the other way. Andreassian. Surveys, double team comes his way. Sarkisian finds Krikorian. He had 24 points last week. Gets Odiambo on the switch. Skip pass, intercepted by Badikian, throws it back into play. Sarkisian finds Krikorian wide open in the corner. Short.
Good look there. You saw more patience from Aparan on offense, getting the extra chance. Good shot from Krikorian.
And they've been really aggressive once the shot goes up already on 2 possessions.
Yeah, they're really attacking the glass, and I think that's important when you've got someone like Odiambo. He's going to dominate the glass with his size, so you want to dominate it with your effort.
Panusi drives and gets his first basket of the game.
Nice little floater. With his size and his shooting ability, he's so difficult to defend, and you saw it right there. He's got the smaller man on him, took it to the ground. Nice floater.
He reminds me of how KD moves.
Oh,
long arms, long strides. Mirzakhanian tries one and swatted. Kashishian recovers in the backcourt, steps back to Krikorian, almost loses it. Krikorian. Aaron pass and Badikian on the break. 2 Aparan defenders back. An offensive foul called on Badikian.
Great charge right there. Just getting in position. That charge block call is always difficult. I think he did a good job there.
And you know what? That's something that you're going to have to be conscious of all game. You only got 5 guys, so you can't just foul willy-nilly. You got to be a little smart about it. Maybe you let the open layup go and you don't contest. Maybe you don't foul him. And just an unforced error there by Aparan. Andrew Duvalian showing why he was first team all defense last year.
Yeah, I mean, he just putting the pressure, not making it easy on Aparan and in any way, just bringing the ball up. Smart strategy from them.
Panusi, quick, finds of Jemian. Jemian can't hit. Rebound, Armens. Panusi cuts, and Sarkisian there. Taps it out of bounds. It will be a baseline out of bounds. Inbound for the Armens. Panusi will trigger.
And Panusi's got the smaller man on him. As Odiambo looked like he lost the ball. So it might
like
be interesting to see. Oh, go ahead.
Two defenders are going Odiambo's way every single time, making it difficult on him.
You've got to. He's too big. Sarkisian misses the layup.
Odiambo pushing the break now.
That's a sight I don't want to see. Him coming up and I'm in the defense.
Duvalian steps through and flicks one in. 4 points early for Andrew Duvalian as Aparan calls the first timeout of the game. Anthony, 6-0 to start off this one. What's going to have to go on for Aparan on offense?
Yeah, they just look flustered, and a lot of it is honestly carried over from last week. They didn't look good offensively to close that game. That was, I thought, a reason why they lost. They've just got to get into a rhythm, and the Armens are doing a good job putting pressure on the ball handlers, not making things easy. But for Aparan, they get back, Daniel Mizhani, and he's a great talent, great offensive player. So try to get him more involved, but with Odiambo on him, it's just so difficult.
And you know what? They've been getting good shots. Look, Kokori missed it open.
They were still, even up 30, still running through their sets and playing hard.
And that's a testament to their coach, Slavko Balian, one of the best coaches around in the Liberty League. Kokorian brings it up. Duvalian covers. Takes the screen from Sarkisian. Mirzakhanian driving. And finally gets the lid off the basket for Aparan.
Nice finish. It didn't settle. I think he had the three, but thought twice with Odiambo there.
Badikian almost loses it. Mirzakhanian aggressive on the defensive end. Has under the basket. Badikian. Great defense by Krikorian, and Mirzakhanian cleans it up. Aparan runs it. Corner, Sarkisian. Chris Sarkisian banks it in.
That was a nice little finish over there. Just driving layup, easy. And Odiambo almost got a tip of that ball too.
And Panusi, quick trigger, rattles out. And it looks like Aparan's finding some sort of offense on the fast break. Sarkisian inside again. Jemian ties it up, jump ball. Possession stays with Aparan.
Yeah, sometimes if your offense isn't working in the half court, try to get some defensive stops and push the pace, mix it up a little bit. Because the problem for them to start was just the pressure that the Armens were putting on ball handlers.
And Anthony, there's so much familiarity for this Armens team as Krikorian misses one. But this Aparan team, look, these guys have been playing together for... I remember watching them play in high school when I was in 6th or 7th grade. A bunch of these guys at Hoover High School. Berge went to CV. They have Ari Novanesian, who's not here right now, that went to CV. So these guys are familiar with each other.
Definitely. I mean, familiarity is very important in basketball, just in terms of you know where a player wants the ball, you know what their tendencies are, the chemistry that you build over the years. That definitely helps. And I think when you have that game experience together, you kind of know when to turn it on and turn it off. And they're really, I mean, they started off slow, but they're really getting back into the game now. They're down 6-0 and now potentially can tie the game with free throws.
Andriasian steps up to the line. He had 21 points last week. Shot efficient, 9 of 14 from the field, 2 of 3 from deep. And I just love his game. He's a guy that's just fearless when he plays.
Yeah, very smooth. He's got a great shot. He can attack the basket. For me, what I liked seeing last week, he started off slow. He wasn't really looking for a shot. And then as the game went on, he started to get more aggressive. You know, I think with the talent that Aparan has, it would be great if he was getting aggressive early on.
Andriasian knocks down both free throws. Played with Erebuni last year. 2 subs in for Aparan. Tade Esogholian and Ronnie Hamasrumian. On the break now, Mirzakhanian to the corner. short rebound. Odiambo.
That's a good fast break, though. I mean, perfectly executed corner three doesn't go your way.
Najemian driving and finishes right through Mirzakhanian.
Nice. He just avoided the contact as a turnover for Aparan, trying to rush it a little bit.
That's just the second unforced one they've had, bringing the ball up the court.
Yeah, those are turnovers as a coach you hate. You don't want to see that. Just take your time, don't rush it, especially the unforced ones that could really hurt you.
Panusi gets it into the Bahian. Back to the corner, Panusi. Odiambo. Badikian driving through three defenders, can't finish. Rebound, Andriassian. Andriassian drops one off. Mirzakhanian, reverse finish. The ref calling an injury timeout for the Armens. Paulo Badikian's hobbled, and that's not a good sign, but you know what it is? Looks like the Armens got a new guy.
It looks like someone came out of nowhere right when they got injured. Now he's coming into the game. That's a big break for the Armens.
You know what? You know what they say, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Exactly. And it's better late than never.
Early on, this is how the standings are shaking up. Obviously, a lot subject to change. I mean, we have teams that haven't even played yet. But as of right now, Aparan technically the last place team. Armens in the middle of the pack. And you know what, we're going to toss it to commercial break as we go to the timeout and be right back.
Professional orientation կարևոր է, որովհետեւ I am Manush from Shenik village. Being from the older generation of co-op kids, I participated in various programs: healthy lifestyle, English access, professional orientation, and startup incubation. I study international relations at Yerevan State University, and last semester, as an Erasmus Plus student, I studied political science at the University of Messina in Italy. Many soft skills I gained and volunteering experience I had with co-op programs helped me to reach even Italy, study abroad, and come back again to my village. Co-op motivated me to be the change I want to see in my community. I want to emphasize the importance of English access and professional orientation programs in my life, which helped me to improve my English skills. And
That's one way to replace Warren Helliger getting the Hezigod.
Hezigod, a sensation on YouTube, great player, and I'll tell you what, when he starts playing good, he's going to let you know about it.
And a little bit of a size advantage, I guess, for the Armens. They're a really bigger team compared to Aparan, so, and there's another turnover.
And it's just unforced every single time. It's like, you got to make the simple pass.
And there's been a couple passes like that for Aparan where it's just been off target and it's hasn't resulted in a turnover, but it's catching up as Odiambo slams it again.
He's just imposing his will and getting his teammates hyped up. Ajemian letting everyone know about it.
What can you do? He just slams it right over you. There's another
Corian
near turnover.
Corner, Mirzakhanian thought about it, and this is some poor spacing right now for Aparan.
A lot of dribbling
clamping up. And let's see.
I think they called it a block.
That'll be a blocking foul. 2 free throws coming up for Rani Hamasrumian.
And they have the Armens. You're basically playing with, if you consider even just one guard, it's basically Odiambo, and you got 2 forwards, and then you've got 2 other bigger guards, and they're matching up really easily with Aparan. So that's just a difficulty for you if you're trying to figure out like how you want to run your offense, because they've got a size advantage at almost every position.
You know what is tough too, because Aparan is one of the bigger teams. If you really look at them, they got big guys everywhere. It's just you're playing a 7-footer that already puts you at a disadvantage.
Yeah, it's just so difficult as well. They get the offensive rebound on the free throw.
And Mirzakhanian just Krikorian wide open. No good, leaves it a little short.
And Odiambo, just his presence impacts your shot. And especially the way he blocked Mirzakhani on that early three, it just makes you think twice. It's like, is he going to get to this shot? So naturally, that's a shot Krikorian maybe hits most of the time, but with his presence, Odiambo, he thinks twice and maybe doesn't hit it.
Sets the tone early, and Hezigad right away. Welcome to the NBA, Hezigad.
Easy for him, just simple. Little drive, Euro step, floater.
And Andriassian drops one off. Reverse finish by Esahulian.
Nice little teardrop. Tough finish from him.
And Ajemian inside, and that's way too easy for Gabriel Ajemian.
Smooth little crossover. I mean, Segulian was coming back from scoring, so it wasn't really in position yet. Nice crossover.
Armens lead up to 5 now. Andriassian rejects the screen. Ball tapped out, baseline out of bounds.
And you could just see a lot of effort defensively for the Armens, but how will that withstand? It's still a full game remaining, and you've got 6 players, and potentially the sub is injured, so it might have 5.
That's tough. Andriassian looks like he's going to be fouled on the floor. I believe Panusi just completely ran through the screen that was being set.
And he complained about it too. How many times is there ever going to be a foul call that you'll be like, yeah, you know, it was a foul?
I say this a lot of times. I don't think there's a basketball player that thinks they've committed a foul.
Oh, absolutely.
Unless you're taking one for the team and saying that someone that's about to get fouled out didn't commit it. And there's Sarkisian cleaning things up, and he grabs at his knee right after. Sarkisian down, his team tending to them, and we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Mix honors does not. I'm missing it. Hi, my name is Razmik. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Armens village. I'm a graduate of Coop's Theater Club. I'm a student at the French College in Armenia, and my biggest achievement is the growth I had in the last couple of years, both mentally and physically. Coop inspired me to make my dreams come true. I used to be shy, I wasn't active in social life, but the theater club gave me confidence and strong communication skills. Co-op education programs are very important because they help so many people from so many different places to discover themselves.
Back in action, Sarkisian just walked off on his own power to the sideline, which is a good sign, but I don't know how long he might be up. I don't know if he's coming back in this game.
Yeah, it's that's a tough scene. I don't know if he's going to come back. And he looked to be feeling better as time went on. He was laying on the ground. He was able to walk off, but who knows?
Now the Armens back with the ball. Hezigad loses it. Aparan on the fast break again, where most of their offense has come from. And Esahulian just can't finish the layup. Back up to Mirzakhanian. Andriassian to Kashishin. Quick trigger. Air ball, rebound to Jemian.
And it just didn't look comfortable on that position at all.
Again, that's another good shot in my opinion. They just can't capitalize. Jemian misses. Rebound Andriassian. He's pushing the break. Hamar Sumian to Esahulian. Andriassian jabs. Goes to his left, and the lefty finishes.
Wow, right over Odiambo, but he did such a good job of, it's like he sneakily really put that left hand up for a layup. Nice finish.
You give him a sliver of space, and he's going to take it.
Yeah, he's quick with the ball, and he's got that threat from deep, so it makes him difficult to defend.
Hezigad now, Kashishin on him. Looking for Odiambo, gets it into him. 6 on the shot clock. Panusi cuts, fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Wow, unlucky for Aparan. Odiambo had 2 guys there that were cutting at the same time, and he made that pass, almost lost it. Panusi gets fouled.
You know what? That's a tough break. You play what? 50.
Things really weren't going your way a couple minutes. You're still in the game, though. If you can head into it with a 2-3 point deficit or even tying the game, that's a win.
Started off down 6-0, and their leading scorer from last week not playing his best yet to make a field goal. So, you know what? You got to take the moral victories. And Sarkisian yelling instructions to Mirzakhanian from the bench.
Yeah, Odiambo is just making his presence felt everywhere.
And a shot clock violation called on Aparan. And you know what? Teams usually try to bring out the big guy, bring him around the perimeter so he can pull Odiambo out to the perimeter, but he's been a great perimeter defender this game.
Yeah, and I think that's what Mirzakhanian was trying to do. Just stay in the perimeter, keep him out of the paint, but the spacing wasn't letting him as the Hezi God gets an and one.
That was just effortless for him. He skipped through the lane, flicked it up, got a foul, got a bucket.
He just attacked and used his strength and a nice finish, and it came out of nowhere, too. It just blink of an eye, and he was going down for an and one.
I mean, in the blink of an eye, he showed up on the bench, so what do you expect?
That's also true. That's true.
As he got misses the free throw on the and one, so it'll be a 4-point Armens lead. Aparan bringing it up, and Mirzakhanian cuts. Finishes. Looks like he might have taken one too many steps.
Yeah, maybe
there.
we need the FBI here to see that.
And Odiambo gets, and you know what? That might be a 2-for-1 now for Aparan with how quick they scored. Ajemian with Krikorian on him inside. Odiambo, 3 defenders, poke it loose, and Krikorian. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Drives, can't finish. Hamarsumian taps it back out, and he gets it in the corner. Drives, and he's swatted by Panusi.
Wow, but courageous drive from him because he got Odiambo on the back, and Panusi came out of nowhere with the block. 2.3 left.
Cut, Esrolia, and a block by Ajemian.
Wow. The back-to-back blocks.
It's a block party right now.
It really is, and the ball is gone as they're looking for it now. But 1 second left, 2-point game. Just get the best shot possible. I would say stay out of the paint, though, from what we've seen the last
good idea.
the last 2 possessions.
Maybe no quick lob attempt with Odiambo protecting the rim.
Oh, my God. I don't even want to imagine what would happen if someone tried to lob it.
Esrolian will inbound 1 second on the game clock. Into Mirzakhanian pass. Krikorian can't hit. And you know what? That was a good look.
Yeah, that was a good look.
At the end of one, Aparan down just 2 points against the defending champion Armens, and we'll be right back with the second quarter action.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about, G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Kita. Hello everyone, I am Nare from Armavir's Lernogok village. I've participated in almost all of Co-op's programs. Now I work as a communications manager and I continue judging debates for different organizations. Co-op has taught me how to be open-minded, how to look at things from different perspectives, and how to grow as a person and as a professional. Co-op has made me a dreamer. I catch myself dreaming about my future and my country's future very often, and I've learned that from Co-op. I am forever grateful for the inspiration and support that I've received from Co-op, and I will cherish that forever.
Aparan gets the stop on the first possession. Badikian back in the game. Injury not keeping him out. And Hamar Surmi, another aggressive drive.
Yeah, he's been really aggressive and very assertive. Sarkisian is also back in the game. And yeah, he's been really aggressive, just attacking the basket, opening it up for everyone else.
I know a good sign seeing Sarkisian back in the game. We both thought he was done, but I guess he's not.
Yeah, and I think he looked much better when he was walking off as he's stretching out the knee now. And the first free throw was missed. He looked better as he's walking to the bench, so it's a good sign to see. You never want to see a player, especially at his caliber, get hurt.
Compared to a great guy off the court, someone that's just like, come on, man, just happen
Yeah.
the wrong dude.
Absolutely. And misses both against his own rebound.
And he's
again.
done that twice now,
Yeah,
getting
the
offensive
second
rebound.
time.
Krikorian splits the double team, and he's blocked again by Panusi. That's his second of the game.
That was a really nice help defense from there. Odiambo's presence is already there, but you get Panosi blocking shots. That makes you think like 3 times over because you got those 2 guys in there.
I mean, and then you have a Jemian as the third guy that could potentially block a shot. As Aparan comes up with another stop. Esrolian finds Kashishian, corner, 3. Can't get it to go.
And they're getting good shots. It's not falling in. That was the same thing that happened last week. They're getting good 3-pointers and nothing's going.
As he got comes up short right to Panusi in the corner. Checked by Sarkisian. Jemian now. Pulls up. Jemian can't hit.
Tough shot from there, but now you got to push the pace if you're up on.
And Sarkisian does just that. He goes right through a Jemian.
Nice little attack there. Trying to just use his body and push it in there and get a nice layup.
You know what, Anthony? Neither team has made a 3-pointer yet.
Wow.
That game today that's so fast-paced and outside-oriented, it's been the inside game.
As Hezi got again, I guess if you got to play like that, you might as well go inside every time.
Let him take it and just let him roll with it.
His handle, it's so quick and tight. You just, and he's got a shot too. It makes him so difficult to stay in front of.
And Krikorian floater gets it to go.
Nice little read on the pick and roll. They were trying to push him and to his left. He ignores it, and they get the nice floater for
After
that.
starting off 0 for 7, that's Krikorian's first basket of the game, and that's a big one. Ties up the matchup, 21-21.
And if you're the Armens, you've had a couple possessions here where you've not really done much on the offensive end. You want to try to get into a rhythm again and just keep that going, because really what's making Aparan so successful on offense is that pushing the pace.
And you know, it's really been their defense keeping them in, as you said. You know, getting fast break opportunities, limiting second chance points. Hezi God, no good. Rebound Badikian, and he follows it up.
It's like he was pump faking the air. He thought someone was there. But
Gotta
nice,
play it safe sometimes.
nice activity on the offensive glass.
Krikorian takes the screen by Sarkisian. You know, when Barish plays, he just has this kind of swagger about him when he plays.
Yeah, he plays at his own pace. He's just smooth and confident in what he's doing. And when his shot's going, he's so explosive offensively. And even when it's not, he's just a key player for them.
He's a guy that you can keep him on the court even if he's not scoring, because he knows how to impact the game in different ways.
Exactly. He sets things up, and I think he's just an outstanding point guard.
He catches in the corner. Sarkisian up top, trying to pull Odiambo out of the paint again. Pulls up on him.
Wow, that was tough. Odiambo almost got to the ball, but you're looking now.
Doesn't he
Aparan
almost get to every ball?
Yeah, I mean, Aparan is trying to keep him out of the paint. Smart.
As he got inside, and he gets another one to fall.
He's getting to the paint at will. Just easy stuff for him so far.
His strides in the lane are just so effortless.
It's long strides, man, and he's got that size too, so it makes it difficult. It's Krikorian throws it away.
There's a Jemian. You know what? Armens have been clamping down on defense in this second quarter.
Playing strong for sure. Now you got to keep it going on the offensive end.
Badikian pitches back. Odiambo can't get it to go.
I might have left if he made that. What else are you supposed to do?
Andriasian finds Krikorian, spins on the baseline, and a bad pass right there. And on the break, Hezi God. Foul called, and it's going to be on Kashishian. Hezi God said he grabbed my arm. Ref, I'm assuming, thought the same thing.
Yeah, and Kashishian got hit in the face, so that's not something you want to like. get hit in the face and you get called a foul on. So
That's just a recipe to get a player hot.
Doesn't work out. I think he's exiting the game. Oh no, he's staying in. But yeah, I mean, Armens have really got down on defense recently now. Last couple possessions, it's been real strong for them. So they're getting some momentum.
And you know what? That's something that I thought came from the coaching last season, but it just seems like it's effort. And not to knock new coach Elias Atman, who's doing a great job so far. His team's up 4. It's just when you lose a coach from a championship team as Hezigad goes to the free throw line, it's tough to recover.
Absolutely. Especially when it's someone, like you said, you won a championship with. You trust him, you know. You've been through that battle. So, but it looks like they've got that effort still going for them. And really showed up.
Like what, halfway through the first quarter?
Yeah, halfway through the first. And
Came in,
just
stepped through the lane, got a layup, got a and one.
stretched for about 2 minutes and just went in. And that's a sign of a true baller in my eyes.
And you know what? Let's look at it like this. He's so used to playing park-style basketball, whereas literally you can get clotheslined and it's not going to be a foul call. So this might be a little different for him, and it might be easier for him.
I think so, especially when you've got refs and some things, like you said, can't get away with.
Andreassian drives, and the lefty gets it to go.
Nice finish, and you saw, I think that was Sarkisian, who sealed off Odiambo so he couldn't get the block.
Playing a little defense on offense.
Absolutely.
To the corner. Panusi, no good. We're still yet to see a triple, but we've been seeing a lot of Hezigad.
Good effort from him on the glass.
Both these teams really active on the offensive glass.
I think that's what's important. You know, you want to make sure you keep your effort because some of those will start falling your way.
Hamar Srumian, short. Odiambo taps it to himself. Football pass. Badikian gets it.
And nice outlet right there, even though they decided to bring it back.
Hezigad short rebound. Panusi. And Panusi with the easy 2.
And now that's what I was talking about earlier with the length and the size that the Armens have. They can really dominate the glass, and you saw it right there with Panusi.
Rizahanian hands it off. Andre Asian goes right into Badikian, and that's going to be a charge.
And now you're going. The Armens have been on a 10-2 run. A lot of momentum going their way on the defensive end, and it's carrying over. And now Aparan, we saw it last week. They got a little bit frustrated when things weren't going their way. Can they really stay there cool and just go with the script?
I think a stop is key right now on this possession for Aparan. You just got to try to take control. And Panusi says, and one, goes right by Andre Asian and extends the lead to 10, the biggest lead of the game for the Armens. Timeout on the court by Aparan. You know what, Anthony, we're going to take a break with them. We'll be right back.
17. Miksonoritz does not. I'm missing it. Hi, my name is Razmik. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Armens village. I'm a graduate of QAF's theater club. I'm a student at the French college in Armenia, and my biggest achievement is the growth I had in the last couple of years, both mentally and physically. QAF inspired me to make my dreams come true. I used to be shy, I wasn't active in social life, but the theater club gave me confidence and strong communication skills. QAF education programs are very important because they help so many people from so many different places to discover themselves.
Four minutes, 47 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Armens up by 10 points. They've been imposing their will on the offensive glass, on the defensive end, scoring inside. No one's made a three-pointer yet, and it hasn't mattered.
Yeah, it's a game. If you're from the 1980s, you love it. No three-pointers, right? But
maybe 1970s.
Yeah, the 70s, you're right. But they've been enforcing their will and their size, and this is going to be a crucial 4:40 left for Aparan in the first half.
I think this is make or break time for Aparan. You don't want to dig yourself in too deep of a hole to come back in the second half. Rizahanian trying to get post position. Sarkisian pulls up instead, and it drops in.
Gets the friendly roll, and they were trying to get Rizahanian in the post. Sarkisian gets the nice little jumper to go.
Odiambo finds Panusi. Panusi inside. He scored 6 straight points for the Armens.
He has that every possession because of his size, and I think they haven't really been capitalizing on it.
Panusi almost taps it out off of Andriasian.
Good recovery defense there.
And look, Panusi is a great basketball player. Played collegiate ball at La Sierra High School, played at PCC, currently a redshirt at Azusa Pacific, so he's a legit player, guys. Krikorian can't get it to go. Panusi with the board.
And his shot hasn't been falling at all.
Just a rough goal for Berge, something you don't want to see. Hezigod dancing, stepping back, and hits.
Just smooth, and you saw the dribble moves right there, a little bit behind the back, sets it up for a step back three, and it's all swish.
Look, they call him Hezigod for a reason. Krikorian can't answer with a triple of his own. Chemian calling out that he's a runner. Underleg pass almost gets it to Odiambo.
Wow, that would have been fantastic. And Armens just playing with so much more, they're just seeing so much more comfort now. They're really
They're
getting
just
into
having
the
fun.
game.
And Sarkisian grabbing at his knee again. Andriasian hits a 3. And Sarkisian's going to need a sub.
Yeah, it looked like on that dribble move, it just tightened up, and it's as he limps to the bench. It's not a sight you want to see.
And you know what? They've both been non-contact when he's hurt his knee, just from jumping and moving. So you might want to take him off the floor for the remainder of this game.
Now, if you're Aparan, got 3:16 left, 10-point game. Everything is going to Armen's way. You want to really just try to cut into the deficit as much as you can and get some momentum going your way as the second half
Making a
begins.
5-point game going into
Yeah.
the second half, that's beautiful for you if you're Aparan.
I think so. I mean, you got to take it one stop at a time, and you know that the lead isn't going to get down immediately. So it's important for them to do that right now.
As he got back with it, and he just blows by the defender. And there's Mirza Khanian to block that shot.
Wow, nice recovery defense. He left Odiambo, challenged the shot without fouling.
And look, that's a risky guy to hop off because you drop one off to him, he's throwing it down and maybe shattering the backboard.
Oh, exactly. Just throw it up to him, let him slam it.
Badikian gets around the defender and tries dropping it off to Odiambo.
Tried to force it there.
Little too
Segulian goes on
unselfish.
it.
Esrolian inside, and he's pinned on the backboard, but the ref is going to count it as a goaltend.
Wow, and that, as you got saying that he blocked it first, so it doesn't matter, but it was already on the backboard when Odiambo hit it, so it goes with the goaltend.
And Anthony, one thing I will say about this Armens team, a lot of personalities on there.
Oh, absolutely.
Look, last year we had Odiambo, who was suspended for a little while, as Hezigod knocks down another 3. Look, we had Odiambo that was suspended for a little while, Ajemian suspended for a little while. Panusi, very passionate player when he plays. It's going to be dangerous adding Hezigod into this mix now. Another guy who just loves playing basketball, and I'm sure he hates losing, so he's going to make you hear it.
Absolutely, and especially now when they're playing up and they're playing with all this momentum, it just makes it so much harder as a push-off from
That one's going to
Hezigod.
be an offensive foul.
Yeah, that might fly in the park. I think that's the main difference. Good. 11-point game, 2:11 left. Like we talked about a couple minutes ago, you want to get some momentum going your way as the second half begins.
And Aparan just keeps getting chances. They need to reward themselves for working so hard on defense.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really talk about it, but the possession right before that offensive foul, Mirzakhani, an open layup, but just Odiambo stuttering at him made him think twice, and he missed it.
Krikorian in the corner, Mirzakhanian. Did he just pass that through his legs?
He did. That was nice.
That was casual. Andriasian triggers 6 seconds on the shot clock. Good cut by Mirzakhanian. And he just smokes another layup.
Yeah, didn't look. It was an awkward one, but you need that to fall.
Jemian finds Panusi. He steps back. Short. Rebound Andriasian. Arbet Andriasian gets it to Ronnie Hamar-Srumian, and he lays it up and in.
Nice scoop layup from that. He avoided. He really just made Panusi not be a shot blocker by just attacking his body in there.
That basket brings it back to single digits, and that might be a bad time to tie your shoe.
Absolutely. Probably the worst time. They force another turnover, it looks like.
And Aparan keeps possession. Minute 15, 9-point game. Aparan with they're gonna have multiple possessions left in this first half, so just score, stop, score. That's your biggest key right now.
Yeah, and you see Andreassian really trying to go quick now as they get it right back out to Krikorian.
Krikorian takes the screen, gets the ball back. Him and Gabriel Hajemian, two former high school teammates. Andreassian can't hit. Rebound Panusi. Armens looking to extend their lead. Oriambo. And just some sloppy basketball right now.
Yeah, it's not going Aparan's way, all those loose balls.
Hezigod dancing, pulls it back, and he hits it.
Wow.
Great defense, better offense.
Just light. Shot clock's running down, just step back in your face. Drains the three.
Absolutely unfazed when he plays. 21 points in the first half for Hezigod. Andreassian finds Krikorian. Krikorian answers with a triple of his own.
He needed that. He needed that for him.
And that one, that's just a confidence builder. 5 seconds left in the first half. 3, 2, Hezigod. Bang!
Oh my God.
He's just feeling himself right now.
What are you supposed to do if you're the defender? Just drains it in your face, yells out the boom. I heard it from outside.
He yelled it before I went in, I think.
Wow, that was crazy.
At the end of one half of play, the Armens, the defending champions, picking up right where they left off. Up 12 points against the newest team in the AABA. Aparan finds himself in a hole they're going to have to dig themselves out of in the second half.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Professional orientation կարևոր է, որովհետև I am Manush from Shenik village. Being from the older generation of Co-op kids, I participated in various programs: healthy lifestyle, English access, professional orientation, and startup incubation. I study international relations at Yerevan State University, and last semester, as an Erasmus Plus student, I studied political science at the University of Messina in Italy. Many soft skills I gained and volunteering experience I had with co-op programs helped me to reach even Italy, study abroad, and come back again to my village. Co-op motivated me to be the change I want to see in my community. I want to emphasize the importance of English access and professional orientation programs in my life, which helped me to improve my English skills and make a decision to become a diplomat.
Frances. Ես Ալփին եմ, ես 5 տարեկան եմ, շատ եմ սիրում ես կենտրոնը գա, 2 հատ ապեր Վազգենը, Ալեքս, մի հատ է Սոնա։
կենտրոնը իրականացնում է հոգեբանական, սոցիալական, առողջարարական եւ կրթական ծրագրեր, որի շահառուները կարող են լինել եւ երեխաները եւ ծնողները։ Այստեղ նաեւ ծնողավարական աշխատանքներ ենք տանում, որովհետեւ միակողմանի աշխատանքը միայն երեխային ուղղված անարդյունավետ կլինի։
Ուզում եմ մեծանամ, որ բժիշկ դառնամ։
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And we're back. 1/2 down, 1 to go in this opener today of week 2. And it's been the Hezzy God show so far, Anthony. Look, he showed up late, and he's like, I don't care that I'm late. I'm just going to come and cook everyone that stands in front of me.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about trying to replace Warren Helliger. The Hezzy God is probably the one to do that. Just explosive offensively, attacking the basket, nailing threes, step backs, and he plays with... You know, like a nuclear bomb, just like in your face to end the half. So, and they're up 12, so Aparan, you want to try to cut into this lead as quickly as you can.
And Armens getting right back to what they were doing in the first half. The Balhian corner leaves it short. Panusi rebound. The Balhian wants an assist on that one, I think.
Oh, I think so. And Coach Sarkisian is not going to like that start. Get a turnover, give up a layup, down 14 in a blink of an eye.
Panusi now in double figures with 11 points. He scores 6 straight at one point, and Krikorian just misses a wide open layup on the other end. Kashishian playing a little bit of defensive back. And there's Panusi, another easy lay.
Wow, it's just Aparan, it's not going their way, man.
Look, it looked like Arthur Kashishian's been watching a little bit too much of the NFL
I
Combine.
know, that was nice. You got the high jump. Did you get the 40 on it too, or any vertical?
We'll do a simulcam with Nolan Smith later.
We have to do that, wow. But just the momentum now. Already, it's been not even a minute. 16-point game.
And the Armens are just, they're just still having fun. Mirzakhanian misses a jump hook. It looks like Oriambo might have gotten hit where you don't want to get hit.
I think that's your only hope of stopping him, Oriambo.
Making him leave the game.
Yeah. But wow. Armens though, everything is going their way.
Hey, and let's take a look at the sponsor board right now. We got Miasin Inc. up there. You know, there's some cool guys. We might have a producer here that might be the head of them. Oriambo's still a little hobbled.
Yeah, he needs, and they don't have a sub, the Armens.
Yeah, it looks like Badikian's got his sweater on. He might be done for the game.
We saw him get hurt early on, so and it looks like they're taking a timeout to give him more time.
And you know what, Anthony? I'm going to call a timeout too for us. Take us to break.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Looks like we're going to get this action back rolling. Start, stop. It's been a weird start to this half. I mean, the Armens were just imposing their will, and then a little injury on the floor. And it looks like Badikian's coming back in. Oriambo's going to take a rest.
Yeah, Madikian had his sweater on. He was probably thinking about what he's going to eat after this, and now he's back in. And just see how long now. If you're Aparan, no Odiambo, can you go on a run?
As he steps back again. Air ball, Ajemian gets it. Shot clock does not reset, and that'll be a jump ball, and possession will stay here with the Armens.
Yeah, look, right now if you're Aparan, like I said, no Odiambo, you want to try to go on a run, and you're getting dominated on the offensive glass. Try to get some momentum going your way and see how long he can stay out.
And you know what? One of the more positive spots of this game for Aparan is Ronnie Hamarsumian, bro. He's been playing so well, making such an impact on the game. He's been fearless driving. I mean, those drives haven't ended up in points, but he's gone to the free throw line a couple times.
Yeah, he's been a lone bright spot for them. Is that really they try to get some momentum going.
Korean from deep comes up short.
He's been off
the board.
The whole game. He's just been off.
And Ajemian with the lane. Athletic move, can't finish.
And right there for Mirzakhanian, that's.
And you know what? That was Mirzakhanian picked a bad time to run back into the field. He almost ran into his player.
No, and that's something like a suicide steal right there because he tried to go for the ball. He lost it, gave up an open lane. Fortunate that they missed the layup.
You know, it's a good thing he didn't take us out.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say that. He was real close.
I was going to use you as a shield.
Oh, man, really? That's how it is now?
Andriasian, Mirzakhanian banging bodies and getting a bucket.
Looked like that should have been and one, but now look, Odiambo's out. Mirzakhanian's got to dominate in that post.
And Ajemian just runs the floor and gets an easy layup.
Yeah, that too busy worrying about the call. You got to just keep playing.
Krikorian now. He's got to get something going if he wants to bring his team back. Andriasian, splash.
Good hit from him. He needs to get into better rhythm now.
13-point lead now, or 13-point lead for the Armens. And he got it right back to the rim, and he'll go to the free throw line.
And Mirzakhanian's got to be careful. He's still talking about that previous call. You don't want to get a tech, but good. Just another good drive from Hezigat. He's been all over the place.
Mirzakhanian.
Yeah, that's just easy stuff from him. Wide open layup.
And Mirzakhanian, reverse finish, puts him into double figures.
Nice find from Kashishin right there. Mid-air, just hit the nice little bounce pass.
Panusi. Foul called on the ground.
And Armens have got such explosive scoring. Like, you know, it's not just the Hezigat, it's a Jemian, it's Panusi. They can really attack the basket. They can shoot from deep. It's just so difficult because you got to pick and choose who you want to stop.
And you know what? They're not playing with a full team. Only 6 guys today, and they're still dominating. And Andriasi, and there's a Jemian poking her out of bounds. Good play by him to stop a layup.
And that's a good, poor executed fast break for Aparan. Just keep it simple, you know. Just don't force it.
And I feel like that's been the story of the game for them. Good looks, good defense. They just can't execute. Missing open layups, turning the ball over when they shouldn't.
And the floor is wet, which means our Swiss Army knife is back out there. Rich, last week he was doing the floors, doing the commentary. I asked him while we're doing the commentary, who's going to clean the floor if it's wet? And he said, I might jump out. And now he's back out, so.
Richard Almoyan, the jack of all trades, head of media relations here at the AABA. And look, we love to have him around.
An AABA legend as he throws a towel back, and now he's back to doing scorekeeping.
It's like Odiambo's ready to check back into the game, and maybe Mirzakhanian will be stifled a little bit now since he's coming back in.
When he came out, it's just like almost 2.5 minutes since he's been out. Still a 15-point game. They weren't able to really capitalize on those minutes, and that's a problem.
Ball into Mirzakhanian, and Looks like he doesn't care that Odiambo's back in.
And this is too small after he scores, and Odiambo gets a little laugh out of it.
Foul called on the floor. It'll be on Krikorian. He's not happy about that one.
Yeah, and the floor is still slippery, Odiambo is saying. But the game goes on. Beautiful help defense right there. Nice sandwich. You got Mirzakhanian on the front, Andriassian comes on the back.
Andriassian up top, Krikorian finds Mirzakhanian, and he can't get it to go. Carter bringing it back up. Just electric in this game, Anthony. 28 points.
He's been outstanding. Everything has been coming easy for him, and he wants the ISO.
Dancing, driving. He got the ball on a string and he loses it.
Wow.
And Kashishian the other way. Off balance finish for him.
And Carter wanted the foul there because he threw it in between Hambursumian's legs. And it's still, but then he lost it. Someone
And the
slips on
floor
the floor.
definitely slippy. The Bahian slips. Jemian takes a foul on the break.
Yeah, the floor is still
definitely wet
slippery.
there. You could hear the squeaking from outside of the gym.
Yeah, very squeaky in that.
You know, it's tough, man. You don't want anyone getting hurt in these games. Krikorian catches in the corner, the Bahian hounding him. Mirzakhanian working with the back to the basket, and Krikorian knocks down a three.
That's big for his confidence. Hasn't been falling, gets the open three to go for him.
And look, we've been talking about the Armens imposing their will, but look, blink of an eye, it's an 8-point game again.
Yeah, you can't deny that Aparan is just, they're fighting. They're still scrapping and staying into the game.
Jemian working on Kashishian. Double team goes his way. An offensive foul called.
Wow. And if you score right here, if you're Aparan, 6-point game, you were down 14.
Andriassian will bring Panuzzi trying to play the role of Jose Alvarado.
Yeah, wow. I didn't even catch that.
12 seconds on the shot clock, under 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Aparan drive off balance. It's going to be a foul on the floor.
And a lot of momentum now starting to swing toward Aparan. They're getting some more rhythm offensively.
And if you notice, Armen's starting to get a little more vocal with each other, talking a little bit more. And Aparan, they've kept their cool the whole time, really.
Yeah, I mean, look, calls aren't going to go your way. You know, you're not going to agree with everything. But the key here is it looks like it's an offensive foul on Mirzakhanian.
Panuzzi did a great job selling that one, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Academy Awards are next week, right? Next Sunday. He's still got time to submit his ballot. So, but Armens, like I was saying, you know, you've got to stay composed. It's not going to go your way. You just got to keep playing.
Carter pulls up. In and out. And it's got to be a team effort for Aparan rebounding, and they've realized that.
It looks like Armens is in a 2-3 or a 3-2.
Drop into his zone. Odiambo coming out, though.
Oh, no, it looks like, yeah, man.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Got to put something up. 4, 3.
And looks like the floor is wet again.
And I don't know if that helps or hurts Aparan more. They were about to get a shot up. Stop now. 3 seconds on the clock. It's an interesting time for Patrick to call for the floor being too wet.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's like 3 seconds left. Mirzakhanian was ready to pull up, but I think it might have helped them because now they can kind of reset and see what they want to do, and they were a little bit of a scramble mode there.
Looks like Aparan will inbound from the sideline. Kashishian triggering. 3 on the shot clock. Krikorian gets it. Flicks it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound Armens. Chance to bring it back to a double-digit game. Panusi slicing through the defense. Oriambo can't follow it up. Krikorian on the break. And the Balgian strips him. Out of bounds, back to Armens.
Wow, just fantastic defense right there. Just gets the ball down and keeps it in play, and then Krikorian steps out of bounds.
That's all effort right there by the Balgian.
And that was a huge play because Oriambo missed the tip and dunk there on a fast break. You get that going, you get it to a 6-point game.
And right through the lane, he can't finish. Rebound Aparan. Andreassian against the Balgian, and the Balgian can't stop 2 fast breaks in a row.
And there you go, 6-point game. You miss a layup, you give one up right there.
Andreassian leading the scoring charge for the Aparan. 16 points for him. Richard wiping the floor a little too late. He almost got ran over.
And it's another wet spot.
And Ajemian not happy right now.
And it's dangerous when the floor's wet. Make a move, can slip your feet, get hurt.
I mean, that's almost the identical spot Sarkisian landed in the first quarter and got hurt.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know, when it's a wet spot, that's when you could get non-contact injuries. And it looks like them Armens are making substitution, possibly. No, looks like they're not.
Jemian checking out. Badikian back in the game.
And he had a sweater on too.
It is cold in this gym, to his defense.
Yeah, that's true. It is cold. As I sit here wearing a jacket and complaining about him wearing a sweater, it is cold.
3 minutes, 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Aparan with a charge in the second half, cutting it to 6 points. Carter catches. Carter dancing. Shakes the defender for a second, goes around them, and finishes the layup.
Acrobatic finish, and what makes him so special is that there's another stoppage, it looks like. What makes him so special is that it's tiring to dribble that hard and that many times. He's doing the through the legs, the crossover.
And that's smooth.
Yeah, it's smooth too. He keeps that. It's consistent.
The ball is just on a string when he's dribbling it.
Exactly, and then he's attacking the basket right there. It's a lot of energy that's being taken out of you.
8-point lead for the Armens. Krikorian. And I'll tell you what, we've been talking about how Krikorian's been having a tough time, but the Balgian has a huge factor to that.
Yeah, I think we've definitely got to give him credit. He's an outstanding defender.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Rizalkhanian gets it up, doesn't hit the rim though. And a foul called as the shot clock expires.
Looks like it's a loose ball foul.
And it's on Kashishian.
And a technical foul, it looks like.
Kashishian not happy about that call.
And they're going to get 2 free throws out of that.
We are in the bonus. Rules a little bit different here in the AABA. More FIBA-style international type rules. 5 fouls equals bonus. So Badikian goes to the free throw line.
And I don't think it was a technical foul, so that's my fault. But, you know, it's an 8-point game now. They were getting some more momentum going Aparan's way. It can quickly now balloon to a double-digit lead for the Armens.
You got 1 mulligan, Anthony. We'll give you 1.
Okay, thank you.
Badikian steps up to the free throw line. Short on the first. And it's 2 shots. So a little confusion by both teams. Both of them thought they should play through it.
Yeah, look, and some of these players are new. Even though the teams have been around, like Armens are still learning the rules and the way it is. So it's not a surprise.
Slow game for Badikian. Did get hobbled in the first quarter. 3 points after that free throw. But look, he's been active on the glass. Another guy impacting winning in a way that doesn't have to do with scoring.
Yeah, he's been strong defense right there on Andriassian as he gets the right-hand layup.
And you know what? Andriassian has been the brightest spot. We talked about Hamar Srumin being great. He's been the brightest spot today for them.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's been very consistent in his offense and everything. And Panusi attacks with the floater.
Rebound Odiambo, and that's just too easy for him.
Yeah, there's literally nothing you can do unless you pull out a broom and just start trying to block his shot. Really nothing you can do.
Corner, Aparan driving inside. Odiambo tries blocking, and Mirzakhanian follows up again. Right place, right time.
Nice job by him just staying with the ball and following through.
He's got 14. Andriassian's got 18. And Hezigas got 32.
Wow, just a really nice quick dribble move. Spins through 3 defenders and gets the shot and the foul. He's just been outstanding in his debut.
I just look at Gabe on the sideline. He's smiling. He's like, I don't even need to be in, and we're starting to balloon this lead to double digits.
That's such a luxury to have. You have a player as talented as he is on the bench, and you're still almost up double digits.
And it officially is double digits. 10-point lead for the Armens. A minute 40 to go here in the third quarter.
And Aparan, like we talked about earlier, they're still fighting and trying to scrap and stay into the game.
Korean, quick trigger, and he hits. Back down to a 7-point game.
There he goes. I mean, the shots haven't fallen, but he's still firing.
Panusi tries to answer. Esahulian gets under him on the shot. That'll be 3 free throws.
Yeah, that's a tough one because Panusi's shot he's jumping forward. So it puts the defender at a disadvantage because you kind of have to give him extra space so he doesn't land on you. And I think that's what Isagulian is probably thinking, what else could I have done?
You know what? That's a huge part of Panusi's game. He's so good at drawing contact on the perimeter, on the inside. Sometimes it doesn't translate at the free throw line. Does come up a bit short sometimes, but I'll tell you what, he knows how to score with the best of them, and he's just great at forcing contact.
Absolutely. And, even when he's driving in, he kind of does that thing where he puts his hands up. He keeps his hands above near his head, so it's prone to get hit. It's kind of like similar to what James Harden does. Gets contact, he creates it, and he makes 2 or 3. So he's just a really talented offensive player.
Andriassian back the other way, 9-point game. He loses it going up, stays with Aparan.
And both sides are really getting too involved with officiating. It's becoming really a part of the game right now as this quarter comes to a close.
Korean gets it in the corner, tough spot. Gets to switch. Carter on him now. And from deep, rebound Panusi. Carter pushing the break. Nice move. He just hung in midair to finish that layup.
Yeah, it was just light work for him. Just attacks the basket easy. Looks like he's gliding in the air and gets the layup.
He's putting on an offensive masterclass right now. Andriassian drops it off. Pass intercepted by Panusi, and Carter the other way. Steps right through. Thought he was going to hit a body. Finished the wide open layup instead.
Nice job of using his body, avoiding the contact.
Gets called for a foul now as Hamar Srumin was bringing it up the court. 22.7 left in the third quarter. Armens up 13. Let's see if Aparan holds for the last shot. Korean with it. He's got 11 points in the game. Drives through. Loses the ball. Andriassian thought about it. Finds Mirzakhanian in the corner. Beats the buzzer but can't get it to go. And that'll do it through 3. Armens come out and continue to impose their will. Up 13 points heading into the final frame.
17. Miksanores does not. I'm missing it. Hi, my name is Razmik. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Armens village. I'm a graduate of QAF's theater club. I'm a student at the French college in Armenia, and my biggest achievement is the growth I had in the last couple of years, both mentally and physically. QAF inspired me to make my dreams come true. I used to be shy, I wasn't active in social life, but the theater club gave me confidence and strong communication skills. Co-op education programs are very important because they help so many people from so many different places to discover themselves.
One more quarter left in this one, but we got another game coming up right after this. Alvan versus Armens. And Anthony, funny enough, that was the first game you and I called together last season.
That's right. I saw the matchup and it looked familiar, and I was like, this is I remember calling these two games, or these two teams.
These two teams look familiar, huh?
Very familiar for me, as my cousin plays on Avan. I've got a good friend who plays on now the other team. Now I don't remember the name. Armens. So it's big for me.
And here we go. One last quarter to play in this opener today, and Andriassian gets it kicked off with a quick bucket.
Yeah, he's continued to be aggressive throughout the whole game.
Panusi catches, can't finish. Rebound, that's Lolian, and this is perfect for Aparan. Pace starting to pick up. Corner, Hamar Srumian. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Carter.
Big shot right there. If that went in, would have been a huge momentum swing.
Ryan Carter driving inside, falling away from the basket. And Jemmy just rips it out of Krikorian's hands. Panusi gets a foul going up. He'll shoot two.
Yeah, and I thought he used that left hand to kind of extend it. I thought that was going to be an offensive foul, and that's what Isagulian wants. But nice attack again from Panusi.
Panusi so far in this game been efficient from the free throw line. 3 of 5. You know, he got the force to one on the three-pointer. And as we said, he's just so good at forcing contact, getting to the line, and getting easy chances at points.
Yeah, he's been steady for them, I think, throughout the game. 15 points, 6 of 12. Obviously, most of the offense has gone through Carter, but he's just added a different element to their team.
And just think about it like this. Ajemian, only with 6 points in this game, sat out a majority of the third quarter. What a luxury for a team to have one of your best players be able to rest for so long.
Exactly, and Odiambo was also out for a couple minutes there when he was dealing with an injury, so they're still able to keep the momentum going even when their best players are out. As Panusi misses the free throw.
You know what? That's been the Achilles heel for this Armens team, missing free throws this game. Kind of tough break for them. They've been 9 of 14 from the floor, or from the line. Panusi 0 for 2. Odiambo cleans it up, and right back up for the jam.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? I guess when you got a player like that, you might as well miss some free throws, gets the offensive rebound, and slams it up.
Look, when the ref turns around and makes a face like, what could you do about that? That's when you know there's literally nothing you can do.
And that's the worst when the player misses the free throw and then you don't control the rebound.
And Aparan was doing a good job of getting offensive boards on a rebound. As Krikorian short. Andriassian thought about it. And to the inside. Rizqanian, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Inside Esgolian, Hamar Srumian loses it, and the shot clock expires.
And that's like I think that's the third time they've got a shot clock violation this game. So just a lack of awareness of the clock, and great defense from the Armens, staying active, talking, and just going everywhere.
The last 2 times that's happened, they've gotten the ball into the post of Rizqanian with about 6 seconds on the shot clock, and he just takes a little too long to survey the floor.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is just the defense. As Carter again attacks the basket.
That was pretty.
And it looks like a timeout on the floor.
What can you do if you're Aparan at that point? Just snatches the ball back, goes right to the hoop, extends the lead to 15. And looks like the Armens are going to have another breakout or standout season. 0-0 right now. More than likely going to turn it into 1-0 after this 8 minutes and 16 seconds. And it's just been a great game so far.
Yeah, it's been just throughout the whole time. They've been outstanding. Carter's obviously been just unstoppable at some points on offense. And they've stuck with it. Even when their players were sitting out, Ajemian was out, they were still staying in front.
Carter in this game. He's got 39 points, 15 of 25 from the floor, impacting the game, 7 rebounds, 10 rebounds. That's 10 rebounds for Panusi, my apologies. Carter with 2 rebounds, but he's getting his teammates involved too. Finding the right spot. He may not be getting the assist, but he's dropping it off at the right time.
Yeah, and especially with the way the season goes, those AABA playoffs starting April 8th, it's a pretty good chance the Armens will be there.
Looking like it right now. 8 minutes, 16 seconds to go in this first game. Aparan in another hole, and I think that can't be the story for them all season long, where you put yourself in a hole, you got to get out of every single game.
Yeah, I think that's a big key. You know, obviously when things aren't going your way, it's frustrating. But you want to stay to your script and just take it one possession at a time. So now really with 8 minutes left, down 15, let's see how they can respond.
Korean tries getting into Hamar Strumian. Drive, Andre Asian. And that'll be a goaltend. Odhiambo got there a little too late. That's the second one that's been called on him today.
That was close. Honestly, from this angle, it looked like a clean block, but that was another possession where Aparan was going to the last seconds of the shot clock.
Carter bringing it up, working on a 40-point game. Calls off the screen. He says, I want to go one-on-one. Free throw line jumper gets it to go.
And he's done basically everything. He's attacked the basket, he's hit threes, he hits the mid-range. There's just not much you can do.
You mentioned it. He came late. He scored more than half of his team's points. And he's done it in an effortless, efficient, swaggerful.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm running out of adjectives.
And the key thing is he's been efficient. And I think that's what makes it so difficult. Like you could score 40 points putting up 40 shots. He's put up 28, only missed, 12 shots. So that's just so difficult when he's hitting high percentage looks. And there was he missed a couple tough layups where you would expect it to go in. So it could easily be up near in high 40s, almost 50.
And maybe those easy or those tough layups he misses because he didn't warm up. Imagine he warms up,
Oh,
he's in the flow of the
exactly.
game from before.
Exactly. That's the thing you talked about. He came late, stretched for about 2-3 minutes, and just immediately went to work. He hasn't subbed out at all. So it's just been non-stop action from him.
Aparan trying to cut into the lead. Mirzakhani is short. You know, he's a guy that the easy ones don't come easy to him, but the difficult ones he finishes much easier.
Yeah, and that's a look you want to, it has to go your way.
The Bagian intercepts the pass. Other way, Panusi. Finds the lane, gets it to Odhiambo. Panusi for three. No good, rebound Fred Odhiambo, and he just loses control.
I think he was thinking about, how am I going to dunk this ball? And he lost sight of the
He
ball.
was thinking reverse, maybe tomahawk,
Exactly.
maybe just a simple jam. Maybe he thought to lay it up that time.
Maybe. If I was his size, I would never do a layup. Never. I'm dunking everything.
If I was his size, I wouldn't be sitting behind this desk.
That's all. Yeah, that's also true. That's also.
Rebounded Jemian, and the Armens slowing down the game a bit.
Yeah, if you're Armens, just keep it simple. Just you're up 15, 6:20 left.
Three-pointer no good. Odhiambo battling on the glass again. And the Bagian second chance. Head finish, and Panusi with the follow-up.
Yeah, the frustration is definitely getting to Aparan. Nothing's been going their way.
Odhiambo now 12 points or 12 rebounds in this ball game. Panusi with 10. Everybody just impacting the game on the glass.
And
Foul call before the break.
And Carter was ready to do some magic on the fast break, but the take foul is called.
I think he was going to do a backflip layup that time.
Oh my God, I would love to see that.
Jemian to inbound. Into Carter. Let's see what he'll pull out of his bag of tricks this time. Steps back and gets it to go.
Just, what else can you say? As
44 points for Ryan Carter.
Only missed 10 shots. It's remarkable.
Andreasian can't get his own triple to go.
Mirzakhani gets hurt, rushes to the bench. He was hurt with the hand injury, and that hand is hurting him right now.
And that's the last thing you want to see late in the game that's starting to get out of hand, someone getting hurt.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially now. I mean, it's not like this is the last game of the year.
Gardner looking over to the table right now, saying 44. Not bad for my first time
Yeah.
here.
I know, right? You know, how many is he gonna put up if he warms
If
up?
that's not bad, what's good?
Exactly, exactly. And Aparan.
Krikorian switches onto him now. And Carter, same old, another bucket.
It's just light work. It's so casual for him at this point. Just casually just pulls up in your face.
Kashishian pulls up. Short rebound, Oriambo and the Bahian. No one back on the break. Does that count as a dunk?
No.
No?
No, not in my book. No. You think it counts?
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Okay, I'll go with you. I think I'll give it to him. He for sure got rim.
He got the layup, then
Yeah.
he grabbed the rim. So it's a 50. You can score that however you want at home.
Yeah, if anyone gives a 50, I have some questions.
Less than 5 minutes here. Krikorian shifting through the defense. Kashishian corner. Three-pointer no good. Aparan playing volleyball on the offensive board. Krikorian fights Kashishian, and there he is to score a bucket.
And a key thing for Aparan, I think that's hurt them today. Obviously, with all the size the Armens has in the paint, they've shot Aparan 5 of 29 from 3. So as Oriambo slams it, and but like I was saying, Aparan 5 of 29 from 3. If that shot's not falling, you can't really rely on the paint. It makes you very difficult to score on offense.
And you know what? I think a big factor of that guy you know very well, Johnny Mansouri not being here. Sharpshooter supreme, not able to play.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he had a poor game last week. He's been dealing with a shoulder injury, and he's one of the best shooters around. So obviously, without him, it makes it as Carter again goes with the layup.
We mentioned at the beginning of the quarter he was working on 40. Now he's working on 50. He's got 48 points.
And what we didn't notice, because since I was in mid-sentence, he threw it off the side of the backboard and just got it right back. It's just becoming easy for him, casual.
Panusi on the break, right down Broadway for the deuce and the foul.
And you know what? I said it last week. Can we get a petition for a running clock? Is that possible? 3:16 left. I guess
That's
it's
something
not bad.
you see Commissioner Suran Arzamanian over there at the
I need
score
to have a
You're
conversation.
gonna have to have a conversation with him.
The game, it's 92-64, 3:16 left.
I mean, midway through the third, it was a 6-point game. I believe it was
Yeah, it
57-51, and then you blink your eyes, it's 92-64.
It was close, exactly, yeah. And I think a lot of, Aparan, how can you get some momentum going your way? I mean, last week was a closer matchup than this one.
Panusi off on another free throw.
Yeah, unlike him. But Aparan, get some. This isn't the end of the season. You've got more games left. Krikorian takes a deep three. So how can you get some momentum going your way?
Look, we mentioned it. Andriassian, he's played his tail off all game. Carter puts it through his legs, up and under, and that would have been a special way to score 50.
Wow, that was just unbelievable.
Kashishian other way, easy bucket. Timeout called by the Armens, 2:44 left. You're not happy with that timeout?
No, you're up almost 30, but I get it. It's okay.
It's okay. They'll give us a chance to reset, take a break, and we'll be right back with the final 2 minutes and 44 seconds.
What's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. as we talk about G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Oh, Anthony, 2 minutes 40 seconds left and another wet spot.
Yeah, look, if you had a bingo sheet, for ways to stop time, prolong a game, wet spot, injuries, timeouts.
We've had some for frustration that kind of stopped the game too.
Absolutely, yeah. Some calls not going your way.
Carter steps back, and that's 50 points for him.
Wow, and did it in a way, nice little mid-range. He's been doing this the whole game, just step back, get into the spots, and rising up.
I mean, he scored in so many different ways. He drove to the basket, he scored from the outside, he scored from the mid-range. It's like, how do you stop him?
That's what I was thinking. Who can stop him? I think as he throws a baseball pass.
And there it is to the ball. He lobs it up, and Oriambo, you wanted to throw that one down.
Wow.
Champion pulling it back.
That would have been like a perfect fast break.
That would have been the exclamation point on this game.
I would have called the game right there, honestly.
And there's the lob. He laid it up. Anthony, get mad at him. You said you never lay it up through his size.
I'll stay past it. That was a bad pass, man. How could he dunk that?
Less than 2 minutes now. 26-point game. Another rebound for Panusi. He's got a double-double. Driving through his legs, and Oriambo gets fouled on his way up. I was going to say there's no way anyone's stopping him at the rim like that.
Yeah. That's a lot of – I think that's just pride. You don't want to, be on a highlight, foul him, make him go to the line. Doesn't matter the score, whatever it is. So, but, I mean, this Armens team, defending champs, come back. They look really strong. I don't know what team can really
think about it. You lose the MVP of the league. Yep. We just got a guy that scored 50 points in his debut game. So, front office made some good moves.
Absolutely. And that game against Academy USA if that happens, that would be amazing. Just seeing Carter.
Sparks are going to fly.
Oh, yeah.
Buckets are going to be made. Oriambo will probably dunk a few times. And Academy USA, they got size too, so it should be fun.
Yeah.
There's a Honey with a jam now.
Yeah, he wanted to see. Oriambo's been doing all the dunking. He wanted to do one himself.
And Jamian drives now. And did Mirza Khani just tap it in for the Armens?
I think he was rolling in, but he was a little suspicious because he did touch it.
Less than a minute now. And in case the viewers at home were confused or maybe didn't know who's going to win player of the game, I'll spoil it. It's going to Ryan Carter. Has he got? He scored 50 in his debut. What else could he have done?
It was light. It was just easy for him. I think Aparan, I'm surprised they didn't do more like doubles, force it out of his hand.
I will say to Aparan's defense, they were playing good defense on some of them.
They were, for sure. Absolutely. And I think especially with the Armens, the talent they have, it's just difficult to, who are you going to double off? Panusi, he's going to hit a three. Jamian, he's going to hit a three. Oriambo, you can't double off of him.
And he'll step back, and he shot a three today. And look, if he starts hitting those, that's when you just got to start phoning it in.
Exactly, and I think that's what makes it a challenge. You got to pick your poison.
Panusi with one last basket before this one ends. And he gets them to 100, and that's going to do it for us in this first game of the week 2 of the AABA spring season. We'll have a post-game interview very shortly with Anthony Garib and our player of the game, Ryan Carter. The Hezi got 50 points, and he did it in such a light manner. Look, he's going to be a huge get for this league. He made a huge impact on this game. Can't wait to see more of him, and we're going to throw it down now to Anthony.
All right, I'm with the player of the game. 50 points. Came easy for you. What did you think about your debut?
It was cool. I enjoyed the league. I enjoyed the professionalism of the way the refs carried themselves, everybody at the table. It was pretty cool. I started out kind of slow because I got here late, but once I seen a few go in, it was curtains.
And now this was a big win for you guys. How can you guys carry that momentum just the rest of the season?
We just got to continue to grow stronger together, continue to play together. Defense is obviously a big factor. Holding the team to 72 in a pro-am is pretty good considering 40 minutes with a stop clock. So I think we got to continue to get stops to perform well, not necessarily offense. Offense comes pretty easy.
Absolutely. All right, thank you. Player of the game, 50 points. Congrats. More AABA coming up right now.